The eyes cannot unsee something that is already seen. The eyes can't unsee that. And so when an organization sends me, an organization specifically working with young people, sends me a video of a young person being stabbed on the street, it kind of worries me that organizations are sharing this information about young people, not being responsible for the action of actually sharing the video. Because there's a couple of problems with that, and we as responsible adults should not be sharing this content. We need to stop it dead in its tracks. If you receive a video of a young person being slain on the streets of London, why on earth would you share that to somebody else? Why on earth would you share that? To me, that's trauma. You're sharing trauma. Your eyes cannot unsee what you have seen. So once you see that, you start painting a picture of these young people on the streets, which is not necessarily true. And we as responsible adults keep sharing this. We have to become socially responsible for the content that we share. The rest of the world is already looking at our young people like they're devils, they're demons, they're murderers. The young people in London, the young black boys in London, they're killing each other. What on earth is going on? And we as people are sharing the graphic information so they can see this and they can come up with these opinions that our young people are not worth saving. So in my opinion, it's this. The minute we become socially responsible for the content that we share, we cut down those views on those videos. We stop it. We're adults, we stop it. We don't need to see young people being killed on the streets. And also, if we think about it really, really seriously, just think about this for a minute. Just imagine you're the parent of a child that's been injured or murdered or the victim of crime, and that video is going around and that video hits your timeline before you've even known about that crime. Imagine if your son or your child has been murdered on the streets and you know that the world has that on their phone before you've even had time to deal with that trauma. We need to stop these videos going around, because the minute we start sharing it, we are perpetuating the problem. The eyes cannot unsee what it has seen. But what we can do as adults, we can stop these videos sharing on our responsible timelines, because, it's called social media. So be socially responsible for what media you share. Don't just share it because you want someone else to see a young boy being shot in the face. I couldn't believe that somebody shared that to me. A young boy being shot in the face. Why on earth would I want to see that? Why on earth would I want to see a young boy being shot in the face? But somebody shared it to me and I deleted it straight away. So what I'm saying is this: until we become socially responsible for this content that's going around at the moment, fair enough, some young people do film it to incite violence to other gangs. Some people do film it and some people get great pleasure out of watching it. But if you are going to be part of this change that we need for our young people, you've got to be the change. You've got to stop these videos at source. Do not share them, delete them straight away, and let's stop the problem, because until we become socially responsible for these videos, young people are going to continue.